Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna be talking about how you can look more expensive on any budget. If you like this video while you're watching it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, please also don't forget to hit the little red subscribe button before you leave. I would love to have you join this family. And if you're gonna join me here, you may as well hop on over not only to Instagram, because that's where I'm active, but also head on over to Facebook, as that is where I have my private Facebook group, the Style Squad, where thousands of women now are sharing their daily outfit inspiration, self-love journeys, funny quotes and memes, and we're just really having a great time over in that feel-good, positive group of women. So definitely come hang out with us there as well. I'll leave the link for that down below. Now, when I'm working with my clients and styling them, one thing that is common across the board with all men and women is that they tell me they want to elevate their look and just refine things a little bit. They want to look more polished and just take even the most casual of looks and make them look a little bit more chic and a little bit more polished. So I use the term expensive loosely just because these are all things that will help kind of elevate your look and are things that you can take into your closet if you want with these tips, so that if you want to take some casual looks and elevate them a little bit, you'll be able to do that really easily. But if you also want to take some of your business attire and again elevate it, or just overall make yourself look a little bit more expensive and polished, then I'm going to talk to you about tips that I recommend you do to achieve that. Now, the number one thing you guys probably hear me talk about to death on my channel is the fit of clothing. Fit will always be king in any look that you create for yourself. If you have something that fits your body like a glove and is totally for your body type, you can take even the most inexpensive piece and really elevate it to make a $5 piece look like it's worth $5,000. So don't settle for something just because you're in need of something last minute or because you can't find what you're looking for in that current moment. Hold out for those items that look really spectacular on you, because you'll feel a lot happier when you look in the mirror as a result. And not only that, but you'll also want to wear those items more often because you know they look so bomb when you wear them. Generally speaking though, if you are trying to elevate your look, while a lot of the loose, baggier, shapeless kind of clothing has been on trend and very in style for the past little while, getting pieces that are a little bit more tailored for your shape will always look a little bit more crisp, a little bit more polished, and very sleek. So opting for pieces that have that really nice tailoring, especially in things like blazers and whatnot, will always make you look more expensive and on point when you get dressed in the morning. The next thing you want to have in your closet are wardrobe classics. Now, these are items that your wardrobe basics very much will come into use from. So if you aren't sure what wardrobe basics are, then I will leave the link for that video that I did down below and you guys can check it out. But the reason that they elevate any look is because it will help tie other pieces in your closet together that may not have worked otherwise. Not only that, but they are also pieces that have really beautiful simplistic lines that are typically very slimming, they're very flattering on the body, and they don't have a lot of detail that's going to distract the eye and make your outfit look really busy. So again, the more simplistic in detail an outfit is, traditionally the more refined it can look. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know your girl has a thing for handbags and shoes. Now, while you will hear a lot of channels or bloggers talk about designer pieces and how they're a great way to elevate any look, which can be true in some cases, to me, it really comes down to the look of the bag instead. You can have even a $20 fast fashion bag look really chic and elevated, or you can get something that's more high quality as well, but it always comes down, for me, to the shape. When you're looking for a bag, if you're wanting to elevate your look and get a lot of use out of it, I recommend getting something that has a lot of structure. Now, this bag in particular recently has stolen my heart. This is from the designer in New York named Teddy Blake. It is amazing in terms of their bags. Yes, this is like a little Hermes bag without the price tag attached to it, which is wonderful. They are still more on the pricey side in that they retail for about $300 to $400, sometimes $500, depending on the bag you're looking for this brand. But what's really nice about this bag is the structure of it. It's super high quality, and you've got these really nice, sleek, simplistic lines that make the bag look more elevated. Beautiful leather as well, which is also really nice about it, and the nice gold hardware. Like, everything about it is really sleek, it's refined, It's absolutely stunning, and that structure is really what takes the bag to a completely different level. So even if you're wearing something in your day-to-day life that's really casual, even if it's just jeans and a t-shirt or jeans and a blazer, which still looks really beautiful together, pairing a structured bag with something like that will help take that look and elevate it and look a little bit more expensive, as opposed to if you were to grab, let's say, a hobo style bag or something that's a little bit more relaxed. The structure in your pieces will always make something look really chic and refined. A Chanel bag is a classic, but if you are someone that doesn't want to drop the money on a designer bag, because honestly, it's not a necessity for everybody, then when you are shopping in other stores for a purse for yourself, just opt for ones that have a little bit of structure to them, because there are what's going to help elevate any of those pieces that you put together for yourself. Teddy Blake did send me this bag, so I do want to make that disclaimer, but I absolutely love this bag. And Teddy Blake has been kind enough to offer a discount code to all of my viewers. So if you guys want to check out their stuff, I will leave the discount code down below and a link. So if you guys want to go check out their website and take advantage of some of their really beautiful pieces, because they are stunning, then you can definitely do that. Now, on that note of structure and shape, another thing that really comes into play with someone's outfit is their footwear. I know for me, I always notice someone's handbag and shoes. To me, they're just kind of like the icing to an outfit. You don't necessarily have to opt for a heel, but I highly recommend at least opting for one that has more of a pointy toe to it, or at least an almond, but I think a pointy toe looks a little bit better. There is something about pointy toes on shoes, especially in a heel, that is effortlessly chic. It's a little bit more lengthening on the leg, and it's got that touch of sleekness on the bottom. So I feel that these have more of a refined polish as opposed to a shoe that is got a rounded toe. There's something about rounded toes to me that just always look more casual. You can't really dress up those shoes quite the same way. But when you have something in a classic like a pump, or even in a flat, when you've got that nice like pointed end to the shoe, like I said, it will make your leg look a little bit longer. It kind of refines the outfit that you're wearing. And again, it's that sleek finish to any shoe that really just polishes off an outfit beautifully. Now, while black is obviously a good classic choice for shoes, or even nude, it definitely doesn't mean you have to be boring with your footwear. I also think a good gold metallic or any kind of metallic shoe is also a beautiful classic choice to elevate any look. Metallics happen to be on trend this season anyway. I've always loved metallic shoes and footwear. You guys probably know that if you've been following my channel for a while. But something like this is great because it's sort of like jewelry for your feet, and they tend to pair with everything really well. Again, you'll see that the pointed toe of this shoe just gives it that really beautiful sleek finish, which I always love. Now, the next tip for all of you in terms of making a more elevated and expensive look is to make sure you have a manicure. For both men and women, there's nothing more gross, I think, than grody, dirty, like nails. It's just, it can completely kill an outfit, especially if you've got like dirt under the nails and everything else, just ugh. So while you don't necessarily have to color your nails, having your nails like nicely taken care of, even if you're doing it at home, you don't have to go to a salon or spa to have that taken care of, but just making sure that your nails are kept nicely is something that, again, will add that refinement and that little slight polish to any look that you have. Opting for more of a nude manicure will always look really elegant and very classic. And generally speaking, nudes obviously will vary depending on your skin tone. So you want one that I find tends to match the general skin tone of your nail if you're looking for something that's the most refined and classic. So depending on the depth of your skin tone, obviously that will vary, but it is something that is just the finishing touches to your personal look. The more simplistic the nail color, the more expensive your outfit will look. Obviously, if you're getting 3D art on your nails or something that's in bold, crazy colors, while it will definitely look trendy and they're really cool to look at, it's not going to really elevate your look that much because they are more trendy, and it is definitely a personality, fun fashion statement. Now, another thing that tends to look really expensive that I'm sure you guys have heard so many people talk about are neutrals. Now, there's a reason that neutrals get talked about so often, and number one, it's because they all tend to marry with one another so easily. The other thing about neutrals is that they are just a refined classic color. It's why in car ads or interior pictures, when you see model homes, that often the cars or the interiors are done in a lot of neutrals. They are timeless classic colors they do tend to look a little bit more elevated and refined and has that nice elegance about it. There's this classic feel overall. So that's why a lot of companies and individuals tend to opt for these things. And neutrals don't have to be black, white, or gray. You can definitely get into a lot of the tans, the taupes, blush colors. You can get into dirty rose. You can get into I don't know, soft charcoals. Like there's a really great variety and scale to them. But generally speaking, yes, a lot of the neutral colors will just look a little bit more refined and elegant when you get dressed in the morning. And like I said, it'll give you the versatility. So if you're looking to just toss some pieces together in the morning and look effortlessly polished, that is a really easy way of doing so. Another way of looking really expensive and elevating your look is to opt for simplistic accessories. Now, you guys will know from my channel that I traditionally opt for large, obnoxious jewelry. I love my bold statement pieces, but they are something that adds more of an edge and attitude to a look, as opposed to making an outfit look more refined and elegant. Doesn't mean that they can't look elegant, but more often than not, they are more of a fashion and trend statement as opposed to something that is more elegant. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't make a statement with simplistic pieces. Right now, I just have a simple chain on with a key, and then I've got a longer necklace on here. So I've chosen to keep everything really subdued and simplistic right now, but you could take a lot of really simple chains, simple pieces of jewelry with a small pendant on it, and you can layer multiples of those pieces to still create a statement whilst keeping everything more elegant when you get dressed in the morning. Another element to that with accessories are watches. I love watches, and you can either opt for something simple such as a traditional leather watch. Again, that's more of a classic. They're refined, they're polished, and they're something that has stood the test of time, so that will always look really beautiful and elevated with any look. Or you can opt for ones that have more of that metallic band to them. Now, this one in particular is from Daniel Wellington. It has been my love and obsession recently. It is this gorgeous rose gold finish. It's a very classic face. I believe this is 32 millimeters for the face width. And again, the band on it is very elegant. It's that nice metallic, and it will give this gorgeous finish to any look that you have, and as a result, elevate and polish any look. Now, another one that's going to seem kind of like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how often people ignore it, is their hair. Now, I say this knowing that I currently have like a smoky lavender silver hair, so obviously my hair color is not overly classic, but keeping up to date with your hair, just even if you are someone that dyes it a crazy color or not, obviously if you are coloring your hair, you want to upkeep with it so your roots aren't like all the way down here. At least nice trim on your hair so you haven't got a bunch of like dead ends, and just making sure that everything looks a little bit more polished, whether you've got short, medium, or long hair, will obviously help your look go a long way. Now, another big tip is makeup. Makeup can also make or break a look that you put together. Obviously, if you go for a more neutral look like what I have today, it will look a little bit more natural and have more of a polish, because it is something that you see on a day-to-day. It's more timeless, and it's not something that's like really crazy and in your face. So opting for natural makeup will always look really beautiful on anybody. However, if you're not someone that wants to fuss with like a eyeshadow or something like that in the morning, and even if you're just having a lazy kind of day, which I've definitely had and couldn't be bothered with makeup, sometimes I forego all of like everything that I would normally do during the day, and I'll just put on a nice bold lip. And I find that to be a really nice balance. If you have a heavy eye, you want to make sure you don't go too crazy on the lip, generally speaking, and vice versa. Now, a huge tip that I find actually doesn't get talked about often are fabrics in clothing that you pick out. Now, obviously silks and things like that are going to look beautiful and refined in any look. But even if you're shopping in fast fashion, fabrics really do come into play when you're picking out things for yourself. Opting for fabrics that have like a really nice drape to them, or they're like a silk inspired kind of fabric, will always look a little bit more elevated and a little bit more expensive than if you're constantly grabbing for knits or sweaters or like casual like polyester rayon materials. So the more you get to that kind of blousy material, the more expensive your outfits are going to look as a result, just because they're borrowing from more of that business kind of feel. So it makes the outfit as a result look a little bit more expensive, and can easily go with obviously things that you're going to wear to work, or if you're going to pair them with something as simple as a pair of jeans at home, it's going to make that denim look like it's been stepped up a notch just because of the fabric of the top or bottom that you've chosen for yourself. Anyway, guys, that is it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video while you were watching it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit the little red subscribe button down below if you have not already. And other than that, guys, I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you very soon. Mwah. See ya.